Hey guys, happy Thanksgiving. I got COVID. I've had it for a few days. And Uncle Wayne is here. He's got his F-150 here, and he brought some basketballs. He wants to put it up in between there. Let me show you. He's not worried about catching COVID because he just had it before he came here. But anyway, there's a little gap in between where the dent is and the bed, the inside of the bed. So he brought some basketballs, and we're gonna, I guess, jam a basketball up in there and then air it up and see if it pops that out. And I suggested that we should kind of heat the paint up with a torch a little bit, or a heat gun, so that when it does pop out, it doesn't crack the paint. He said he's not worried about the paint. I said, well, being heated might help it bend in the right spot too, but he doesn't worry. He's not worried about that. So he went to go get another thing that he brought down. It's like a little jump pack air compressor combo thing. So we're either going to use that or the pancake air compressor. We'll see if this one works first. But anyways, I thought it looked kind of hilarious, so I was going to tape it for you guys. Bo was parked right there. He's coming back. He just went to go get some last minute Thanksgiving stuff. So Wayne's gonna flip his truck around so we're not in the way. We'll be able to stand over here. So I'm just gonna put this down so he can park on it and we won't be laying in the rocks. So weird with COVID. It's like you feel good 1 minute and then you feel like absolute crap an hour later. But I don't know, right now I kind of feel okay, so want me to do it?
Okay.
Ready?
Yep. Can we move it?
I popped it out some.
Can we move the balloon? I mean the basketball?
Do you want to see it? It kind of, it popped out a good chunk, but so before this whole area was kind of caved in.
I need to move it back this way some more.
Right, and see up here, I don't think you can get up high enough to get, that's what I was saying
I can get
before.
up there with that little one.
Okay.
But I need to move the balloon back here. I mean, the basketball.
Cool.
Just pop it out there.
Oh yeah. I mean, you remember what this looked like? This whole thing
Yeah.
was caved in.
Let me move that thing back just a hair farther.
Take your pick.
I'm good. I can see it.
Might want to help?
No, I'm good.
Sure, that doesn't help?
Yeah, it does cut. I can see the creases, you know. Yeah, it does help. I can see where that crease is now. Add a step on this thing and step on that and make it flatter.
Yep. And
Oh yeah.
can you get to the nozzle though? Tell me when.
Go for it, Adam. You think I should move it back this way just to here?
Yeah,
I'd
keep playing around with it and see what it does, and we can always take a mallet and whack it back in there. Okay, he's realigned it. We're getting ready to go round 3 or 4 or something.
Okay, Adam, try that. any of it come out?
Yeah.
Look at this,
Kinda.
let it sit for a minute.
I mean, that crease is pretty stubborn up top. But,
Yeah.
But it's a lot less exaggerated than it was. I think we should maybe heat it up. I think maybe that would help that crease release.
Yeah. The bed's not really that good a bed. It's got one on the inside too. A little scratch.
Ooh.
What?
Nothing. It's just a little swelled on the inside too.
Oh, that'll come out.
That'll buff out. Now he's got a 4x4 block as a shim to go between the basketball and the bed. I think you're pretty good below the gas door. You might need to move it more forward now. I don't know. Can you?
Forward this way?
Yeah, right in there. Because the rest of it's looking pretty good. I think the camera was right in here before. It's hard to tell, but it was a lot deeper.
Oh yeah.
It's quite a bit deeper right in here. I mean, you can only polish a turd.
So much, huh?
Oh, I didn't even notice that big crease in the top rail. It's the next day. We changed out his power steering pump, did some other stuff. We think we have an idea for getting the dent out of the bottom of the bed, so. Alright, so we beat the crap out of it, and it's a little better.
Oh yeah, it's a lot better. The bottom part was all caved in.
You can't even tell.
Oh, it'll be all right at the ranch.
Not so much here or here, that's just right in here. Look at the size of this. Alrighty, day 2 of this fuel pump debacle on Wayne's F-150. We think we got the right one. That should be it. Had to go around and around with the parts place, and this one came out of Phoenix, so we had to wait overnight. We will see. We got the bed off. Oh my god. Yesterday was not fun. I didn't film any of it because, I don't know. Just a couple of rednecks ripping a bed off an F-150. What's this old man doing? Oh, jeez. Guess we're cleaning windshields. Alright, I'm working on the flush on that thing, and this is what we did yesterday. This thing has 2 tanks, one there and one here, and that was pretty full. I don't know if you can tell, so we didn't want to drop it, so we got this going on. So now we just need to put this in there. Those are the, oh, you sprayed those down so they go back in easier? Right on.
The square one's going the same.
Let's see, still hasn't opened. Well, they came with little butt connectors, so I went ahead and guessed because there's no directions. There was a red, a black, and 2 purples, and the factory colors are, oh, nice, that just came off. Alright, we're gonna test it. We had a little issue with the plug on the... No. Is it on? You got it set for the rear? Trying to see if we can hear the pump. Oh, we're in neutral. It didn't do that before on the rear tank. I don't know if he's got it on the front tank or rear tank. There's a selector switch, which we may or may not have already replaced. Oh, you got it on front?
I'm checking both of them.
Oh, it started on the rear?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
She's spinning.
Huh. Yeah, we couldn't do that yesterday. Cool. I think that'll work. I am gonna pull that back apart and solder it because one of the butt connectors, you know, they're just garbage. The red one wanted to fall right out, so I just kind of rigged it in there.
Got it on the right tank?
Is it on rear? Cool.
Maybe you should switch it from front to rear.
Then my solder job worked. Oh, I still gotta put these guys on. I think these go that way or that way. I'll do it when he's not running it. Alright, we've done quite a bit of work on this thing. We did the power steering pump the other day and then fixed the ABS light. That was just a missing fuse. Then we pulled the bed up to change out the fuel pump. Now his reverse lights are not working, so I'm going to pull off this little switch. I think we've narrowed it down to that's what's causing it not to work. These two wires right here used to go into that switch, and I have the other piece of the plug. But if I touch these two wires together, they're reverse lights. Let's see if I can. Key has to be on. But anyway, they'll turn on. So I gotta try to rig this back together. The little ferrules. Why can't I grab it? Okay, and the little ferrules kind of ripped off on one side. And then they backed out of the plug. So I have some little copper ferrule things. I'm gonna try to rig something together. I'll show you guys, but I'm gonna unscrew that real quick and then I'll show you. Alright. I broke it loose already. Oh, that's real loose. Okay.
Can we get you some light, Adam?
I got some. I got the switch out. Okay, let's get out of here. Yeah, you can see the little ferrule is still on the one side.
Maybe we can put them back in there.
So my plan is to put two of these on there. I'll show you in a second, but right now I got some alligator clips on there. And then let's see if this...
The things you hook them into the door panel?
Oh, this switch is actually not working. If I got the alligator clips on there correctly. Let me short these and see if it beeps. Let's see, yeah, it's working. Yeah, I think that switch is done for.
Maybe I'll run down there and go get one of these real quick.
Alright, well, I was over at my buddy's house yesterday, so we never finished this. This was sitting in acetone for 24 hours. It looks like it really softened up a lot of the plastic, which
May not be good, but I'm gonna try to. He ended up having to order a switch, but it doesn't come with a harness, so I'm gonna have to reuse this somehow. Kind of like what I was talking about yesterday, which for you guys was probably 10 seconds ago. Guess I shouldn't have used acetone, it just kind of destroyed the rubber. But the clips will still hold. It's really all that matters. Shove the wires through here, get the ferrules on, pull the wires back, and then if this will click in, then we'll be good. So I know it looks terrible, but I don't know if I can even buy one of these. At least for now, we'll have backup lights. And it's not, I wouldn't do this on something real important. And Wayne needs 3 little clips for his door here, so I don't know if we're going to be able to come up with something, but they need to match that to go there.
1, 2, 3.
And there. Okay, so let's see what we got. Got that and that. I think we can find something.
You think?
Actually, last night ended up using, I didn't get it on film, but ended up using one of these green things on that Suzuki Samurai on the door. It broke while we were testing it, so handy if you use it once. So this has already paid for itself in my eyes. Alright, I think I got it ready to go. Just gotta do some cleanup. Got a few things to clean up here. Believe it or not, all that stuff fits in like this 2 square foot part of my Jeep. And then I'm pretty set whenever I have like an electrical issue or whatever. But I did it so that I did a male female, so if he has to pull his transmission, he can just unplug those, and then this is pretty nasty looking, but when the new switch comes, you know, I'll screw it in to the transmission, shove these in there, and then because these 2 clips are still good, we'll slide it up till it clicks, and he should be good. And when I touch the 2 wires together under there, the reverse lights do work, so we know we got power coming in, and we know if that switch would work, we have everything's good to the back. So all this switch does, it's what you would call it a normally open switch, and then when you put it in reverse and it pushes that ball, it closes, shorts those 2 prongs together. So kind of weird that failed. This looks like a pretty heavy duty switch. I can't believe it just took a crap, but whatever. He ordered one this morning. It should be here in like an hour, so get that. And we were screwing around with some dents the other night. I should have recorded some of that, but I don't know. It's kind of fun with the hot glue and the little pullers and stuff. I'll have to show you guys one of these days. So my roommates were throwing out this Christmas light thing. It has different laser things, and we got well, it doesn't show up in real life. It's a lot different, but Wayne and I were just playing with it, shining it on stuff like the trees up there. I mean, it's on those trees. It goes all the way down to the end of the road. Pretty cool. I just, I saw it in the trash. I was like, no, I want to get the laser out, because normally it scatters it into like a snowman or some bats, and it like does a bunch. But I remember walking outside blinding myself several times, even as diffracted as that was. So I wanted to see the actual laser. These are freaking powerful.
Yeah, shit, they are.
I mean, they are bright as hell. And then there's another button you can do that up here that I had to solder back on, and it'll go green only, off, or both. So green only. It spreads out a lot though. That's probably over an inch wide at like 20 feet. But it's really powerful.
They must be able to make those lasers cheap.
Yeah, I don't know how much this thing was.
$29.
You think?
Yeah, you see one advertised all the time.
Let's put it on Chuck's house. Blind the camera. Nah, I don't want to. I don't want to do that. Anyway, it's pretty cool though. I think I'll hang on to it
Hell yeah.
in case we need it for something.
Take it to the woods.
Yep.
Maybe send Morse code for an alien to come in.
There you go. We'll get those aliens here. So this 4Runner doesn't get driven a lot. Its tags are expired because it needs like an ECU or something. The check engine light's on. It runs and everything, but... So anyway, I'm going to see if it's got a dead battery because my Gulu thing just showed up. So let me hit this twice. It'll either start or it'll do nothing. Okay, so that's a dead battery. So this might be a good one to test my little jump pack that I just bought on. God, look at all that bird crap. Holy cow. It should attempt to start again. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to kill that. I don't even know if it has enough juice to... Alright, let me go get the jump pack. Okay, I'm gonna try it one more time with the key just to verify. Nope. Here. I mean, do you want to be the key man?
Yep.
Okay, let me show you how this works real quick.
You just tell me when you start it.
Okay. It's an annoying thing, they pack all this crap in there so tight, hard to get it out. Okay, let's see.
Start. Don't look like it's got any gas in it.
Oh, really?
It's dead ass empty.
Huh. I think it ran last time. Okay, so when you hook that up, you should get a green light. And it's flashing, which I think means it's too low. So you're supposed to be able to hit boost. Okay, I got a green light. Go ahead. Within 30 seconds, you want to crank it. Well, that worked really well. That was good, huh? It's good fun. Alright guys, well, this is the bigger one. They make smaller ones. I almost bought one that was like a 2000 and it had a built-in air compressor, but I wanted, this will do up to a 10-liter diesel. It claims anyway, so. Claims 4,000 amps. I think it's probably more like 700 or 800 realistically, but that's still a lot. And Project Farm did a review on this and it was in the top 3. And out of like 15 or 20, it was top 3. And it was the only one out of the top 3 that would start with a really low voltage. Like some of them, if the voltage is too low, then the jump pack won't try to do anything. So anyway, that's why I got this one. Yeah, we're probably gonna run out of gas. I got some in a jug I can put. Wayne and I were just talking, a lot of times you can't, I mean, jump starting a vehicle is not that big of a deal, but sometimes you don't have the room to pull the good vehicle up to the front of the bad vehicle. So yeah, these are just kind of handy. I mean, it's kind of a lot of money to spend on something that you're not going to use very often, but if it lasts a lot of years, well, the other argument to that would be if you use it one time and don't have to call a tow truck, then it's worth what you paid for it. But I don't know, I like battery operated stuff a lot, so I'm kind of a nerd when it comes to that kind of crap. I already have an air compressor that I keep on my Jeep, so I didn't get the one with it built in. I got the one with more capacity. But yeah, this thing has 304 or 306? 305,000 miles on it. It still idles like a champ. Only problem is once it warms up, it idles really rough. And we've troubleshot coils and injectors and all kinds of stuff. We think it might be an ECU. So after reading a bunch of forums. So anyway, that's why it sits here, because we can't pass emissions with the check engine light on and haven't gotten around to buying an ECU for it. But anyways, guys, that's the Gulu, the 4000 amp one. A little over a quart low. It's barely on the stick there. I don't know if you can see the two marks. So she's just over a quart low. Unfortunately, I only have a little bit of this, and a little bit of that, and a little bit of that. So, a little concoction here won't hurt it, right? I guess we'll find out. It's a Toyota, you can't hurt it. Now I'm almost out of my good stuff, but it deserves it. Let's see what we're at. We're just under the full mark, and a little bit. It'll keep settling, so I'm gonna call that full. Good deal. She's good for another 1,000,000 miles. I love this engine. The one behind me has the 22 RE, but this was a really great motor by Toyota also. 305,000 miles, and this thing purrs like a damn kitten. Just need to figure out what the deal is with the idle when it warms up. So this is the old backup switch for Wayne's Ford truck. This screws into the transmission, and then when it goes into reverse, it pushes on a lever, pushes on this ball, and should short these two terminals together. However, it doesn't work. He already fixed it with it. You know, I redid the harness, and he bought a new one and got under there and did it. I want to see what made this fail, but it looks like it's all one piece. Looks like it's folded over right here around the plastic. So I'm going to take a grinder and cut into it, see if we can figure out why it failed. Depart a little further and be underneath this little metal thing that shorts out the two contacts there. See, I don't think I did that. That one right there, I think that was probably from the positive.
I can tell that hadn't been hit.
The positive sits there on one terminal all the time, and then when that plate touches, it flows out the other one to the reverse lights. So looks like that from the positive sitting there all the time, it somehow corroded it. But the interesting part, there was like a little plastic film in here underneath this, and there's actually like oil in it.
Probably oiled it from the factory.
Yeah.
And it's sealed in there.
Yep. Huh, weird.